If you're not done with this problem, then you should be quietly working on it. If you are done with this problem, you should be quietly waiting for us to go over it.
Or read the book.
We have to have the equation that helps us figure out what.
Yes, you always put the formula down. You always draw a picture.
We do the formula a different way than we solve this.
No.
I would add.
No, then that's not using the formula. Which my instructions were when we started this, you always use the formula. No, I did tell you. Perimeter equals 2 times length plus 2 times width. Perimeter equals 2 times length plus 2 times width. Go that way. Perimeter equals 2 times length plus 2 times width. Lizzie, what's the length? 18 and 3/10. Plus, Lizzie, what's the width?
6.
Okay, following order of operations, we do the multiplication steps first. Following order of operations, we do the multiplication steps first. Hannah, what is 18 and 3/10 times 2?
19.2.
No, 18 and 3/10 times 2.
Oh, 36.
Good. 36 and 6/10. Please stop, Jesse. Plus, Hannah, what is 9 and 6/10 times 2? 19.2. We add those two products together. And Hannah, what is the perimeter of this rectangle?
55.
55 and 8/10 feet. 55 and 8/10 feet. Does that pencil taste good? Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, but let's look at another kind of rectangle. Remember, as we've been learning, a square
It's also a rectangle.
is also a rectangle.
Okay, I'm ready.
So we're doing this one.
Okay, how do we know, Preston, that this is a square? How do you know all the sides are the same? Good, they all have one hash mark. That means they're all the same. Since this one is 6, then they all need to be 6. Now, you can tell me right away what the perimeter is, but let me ask you what the formula is for finding the perimeter of a square. Rocky.
It is P perimeter equals 4 times S.
Okay. Perimeter equals 4 times S.
Or
Rocky, what do you think the S stands for?
square.
No, not square.
Square feet? No, sure.
Anton?
Sides.
It stands for the side. So perimeter equals 4 times 6 feet. So perimeter equals 24 feet. Okay, it's the same thing. 2 times this plus 2 times this is going to be 24. But on a test, they might ask what formula could you use? They might ask which equation would you use to find the perimeter of this square? So you have to know how to use the equation. Because especially when I give you an assignment and you don't use the equation, I'm not even going to read the problem. It's wrong. Got that, Palmer?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do another one. Y'all need to keep up. All right, now we have a square with a side length of 31 3/10 miles. That's what I said, miles.
Wait, for every side?
It's a square.
Yeah.
It does.
Miles is a square.
Just right, do it. We're going to use the same formula. Perimeter equals 4 times the side. You know what the side is. God bless you. So our next step in using the formula perimeter equals 4 times 31 3/10. Yes, I'll call on somebody to tell me the answer in a moment. Savannah, do you know what 4 times 31 3/10 equals?
125 and 2/10.
Is she correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So the perimeter of this square is 125 and 2/10 miles. 125 and 2/10 miles. I'm going to give you a problem. It's not going to have the picture. I want you to draw the picture, choose the correct formula, and solve it, and then we're going to go over them. What do you need, Savannah?
Is it going to be a square?
Huh?
Oh, wait. Never mind. No matter what
All right, the length equals 26, let's say feet. The width equals 13 feet. Choose the correct formula. Good. Draw a picture. Huh?
Is it a square?
I don't know. Are all 4 sides the same?
No. No. Oh. Dang it.
So draw the picture. Figure out which formula to use. Replace your measurements in the variables. And solve the problem. You don't know what shape that is? Draw a picture. We've only talked about 2 shapes. We've talked about rectangles and squares. Can it be a square? No. If it was a square, the length and the width would be the same number. You done, Christopher?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so your first step is going to be to draw the picture. God bless you. Renaya, what shape is this? And what is the formula for finding the perimeter of a rectangle? Two times the length plus 2 times the width. 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Perimeter equals 2 times 26 plus 2 times 13. Oh, who shall I call on to tell me 2 times 26 is what, David? 52. Plus 2 times 13. What is 2 times 13? Miss McLean? 26. And Scarlett, what is the perimeter of this figure? 78 feet. 78 feet. Let's draw another one, Hannah. All right. They're not hard. You push the numbers in there and you multiply by 2. I mean,
It's pretty easy.
length.
How much more?
All right, we have a length of 7 3/10 meters. We have a width of 4 7/10 meters. I want a picture. I want to see the formula. I want you plugging in the variables, plugging in the numbers for length in the formula, plugging in the numbers for width in the formula, and I want to see you solving it.
Is miles or meters?
It's meters. Miles would be MI. Remember, I expect a picture. Yeah. I tell them when I'm drawing that I always put the length on the longer side.
Okay.
I start with my picture. I use my formula. Savannah wanted a high five. So high five.
Yeah, I totally wanted a high five.
I know. Oh, who should I call on? Who should I call on? All right, Oscar. Perimeter equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Oscar, what is the length? What is the length? Read. What is the length? 7 3/10. Plus, Oscar, what is the width? 4 7/10. Have you done any of this problem yet, Oscar?
I don't have to, but I know that one yet.
You haven't started that one yet?
No.
It's the same one. It's the same problem. It's not 2 different problems. Oh, let's see. Taylor, can you tell me what 7 3/10 times 2 is? You might want to work it on your paper if you don't know, instead of just snapping your fingers and looking at me.
And guessing. I don't even know how. 5.
I'm just saying. Shh. Okay, perimeter equals 14 6/10 plus. Oh, let's go with Palmer.
Oh, I didn't have a high five.
What's 4 7/10 times 2, Palmer?
2 and 4, 7 10.
No. 4 7/10 times 2.
Oh, okay. It just looks backwards. 9 and 4.
9 4/10. And we have to add that. Perimeter equals. Oh, Andrew.
Dang it.
23 and 8 tenths.
23 8/10.
What?
No, that doesn't look right. I know I'm going to have 0 tenths because 6 tenths plus 4 tenths is going to give me 10 tenths, which is 1.
And
Miss McLean, 24 meters. 24 meters. I'm going to put 2 here. I want you to do them on your own. I want you to check your answer with a friend. And then I want you to turn them in once you and your friend agree. If you don't have a friend, find somebody that will at least pretend to be your friend for that amount of times. If you can't find somebody to pretend, I'll assign somebody to be your friend. I don't know why we're so loud. Remember, I want to see a picture, Christopher. I want to see a picture. I want to see the formula. I want to see each step.
Each step. Yes, each step.
it should be easy because we did it.
All right, I want you to solve those 2 problems. Work with a partner. Check it over. Make sure you've done it correctly. Because when you turn it in the tray when you're done, if it's not correct, that means you and your partner didn't work together, or you just copied your partner's answer and you picked the wrong partner.
Yeah.
So, boom, shakalaka, have a great day.